You went to bed on time. You got 7 or even 8 hours of sleep. And yet, you wake up exhausted. Sound familiar? The problem might not be how long you're sleeping, but how well you're sleeping. Stress, screen time, poor sleep cycles, and hidden lifestyle habits can drain your energy even when you think you're resting enough. In this video, we're breaking down why you're always tired even after sleeping, what's secretly stealing your energy, and how to fix it so you finally wake up feeling refreshed. Your sleep quality is not the same as sleep hours. Most people think that as long as they're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, they're fine. But here's the thing. The number of hours you sleep is only half the story. What actually matters is how deep that sleep is. Your brain goes through different stages of sleep every night, and the most important one is deep sleep, also called slow-wave sleep. This is the stage where your body repairs itself, your brain flushes out waste products, and your energy gets restored. If you're constantly waking up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, or sleeping in a room that's too warm or too bright, your body never fully reaches that deep stage. You might be in bed for 8 hours, but your brain is only getting 3 or 4 hours of actual restorative sleep. That's why you wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all. Fixing your sleep hours means nothing if you're not fixing your sleep quality. Your body is running on chronic stress. Stress is one of the biggest hidden reasons people feel constantly tired. When you're stressed, your body produces a hormone called cortisol. In small amounts, cortisol is useful. It keeps you alert and helps you handle challenges. But when you're stressed all the time, your cortisol levels stay elevated for too long. This messes with your body's natural rhythm. Your brain stays in a low-level state of alert even when you're trying to rest. You might fall asleep fine, but your nervous system is still running in the background like an app that never fully closes. Over time, this constant internal tension drains your energy reserves. You wake up tired because your body spent the whole night managing stress instead of recovering from the day. And the worst part is that most people don't even realize how stressed they are anymore because they've gotten so used to it. The exhaustion starts to feel normal when it absolutely isn't. You might have a hidden health issue. Sometimes constant tiredness isn't about lifestyle at all. It's your body waving a red flag. Several common medical conditions can cause you to feel exhausted no matter how much you sleep. Iron deficiency anemia is one of the most common culprits. When your blood doesn't carry enough oxygen to your cells, your entire body has to work harder just to function, and that effort wears you out. Thyroid problems are another big one. An underactive thyroid slows down nearly every process in your body, including your metabolism and energy production. Diabetes, sleep apnea, vitamin D deficiency, and even depression can all show up as unexplained fatigue. Sleep apnea in particular is sneaky because you might not even know you have it. Your breathing stops briefly throughout the night, your brain wakes you up just enough to restart breathing, and then you fall back asleep with no memory of it. But those constant micro-interruptions mean you never reach deep sleep. If you've changed your habits and you're still always tired, it's worth talking to a doctor and getting some basic blood work done. Your diet is draining your energy. What you eat has a massive impact on how energized or exhausted you feel, and most people don't connect the two. When you eat foods high in sugar or refined carbs, things like white bread, sugary drinks, pastries, and fast food, your blood sugar spikes fast and then crashes hard. That crash is what makes you feel suddenly sleepy and sluggish, often in the early afternoon. Beyond that, if you're not eating enough protein, healthy fats, or micronutrients like magnesium and B vitamins, your body simply doesn't have the raw materials it needs to produce energy at a cellular level. Magnesium alone is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, and a large portion of people are deficient in it without knowing. Skipping meals, eating too late at night, or relying heavily on caffeine also disrupts your body's energy management. Caffeine in particular is a common trap. It doesn't actually give you energy, it just borrows against your future reserves by blocking the brain chemicals that signal tiredness. Eventually, that debt catches up with you. Your screen time is destroying your sleep. This one is hard to hear because most of us are guilty of it. Scrolling through your phone right before bed feels harmless, but it's actively working against your sleep. The blue light emitted from phone and laptop screens blocks the production of melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. But it's not just the light. The content you consume before bed keeps your brain stimulated and alert. Social media, news, videos, all of it triggers the emotional responses and keeps your mind racing. Even if you fall asleep quickly, your brain takes much longer to fully wind down into deep sleep stages when you've been staring at a screen. Studies have shown that using screens for just 1 hour before bed can significantly reduce deep sleep and leave you feeling groggy the next morning. And the more sleep-deprived you are, the more you reach for your phone out of habit, which just keeps the cycle going. You're mentally exhausted, not just physically tired. There's a real difference between physical tiredness and mental fatigue, and our generation is dealing with a heavy dose of the second kind. Physical tiredness usually comes from movement, effort, or lack of sleep, and rest typically fixes it. Mental exhaustion, on the other hand, is quieter and more persistent. It builds up from decision fatigue, constant notifications, information overload, endless scrolling, and never truly switching off. When you're mentally drained, sleep helps, but it doesn't fully solve the problem. That's because mental fatigue isn't just about the brain needing rest, it's about the brain needing a break from constant input. If every waking moment is filled with screens, work thoughts, social media updates, background noise, podcasts, news, messages, and mental to-do lists, your mind never gets a chance to breathe. It stays in processing mode all day long. We are constantly consuming content, opinions, comparisons, updates. Even downtime has become stimulation. And when the brain is always absorbing, reacting, and deciding, it never shifts into true recovery mode. That's why you can wake up after 8 hours of sleep and still feel foggy, irritable, or unmotivated. You're not moving enough during the day. It sounds backwards, but being too sedentary can actually make you more tired. When you sit for most of the day and don't get enough physical movement, your body's circulation slows down. Your muscles become less efficient at using oxygen, and your energy metabolism gets sluggish. Exercise triggers the release of mitochondria, the energy-producing units inside your cells, and increases blood flow, which carries nutrients and oxygen to your brain and muscles. People who exercise regularly almost always report better sleep quality and higher energy levels during the day. Even a 20-minute walk can make a noticeable difference in how alert and energized you feel. The problem is that when you're already tired, the last thing you want to do is move. But that tiredness is often the exact reason you need to. Starting small and being consistent is the key. You don't need intense workouts. You just need to stop being still for hours on end. Energy isn't just about sleep. It's about quality and recovery. If this helped you understand your fatigue, hit like and subscribe for more health and performance insights. And watch the next video to learn simple habits that boost your energy naturally.